right, y'all, I got another one for you this morning. I was gonna wait, do one or two a week, but this is already getting to be too fun. And really, I got some like big ones to share, like big things that have happened in the past, but some cool stuff kind of happened the rest of the day yesterday. Some God sightings where I'm just like, I gotta share this stuff. This is too cool. So, and there's someone this gonna help somebody. I feel like this is gonna help somebody today. So, I also woke up. It's interesting. Like there can be so many things that God's doing at once in our lives, and when we really reflect, it's just mind blowing. And yesterday I had woken up. And it's just like the last week, I've been struggling with some things from my past. Like I'm talking long ago past. I've been walking with Jesus for 15 years or so now. And God's still healing things, from before I got saved. So anyways, I woke up feeling some of that, dealing with some of that. And, prayed about it, gave it to the Lord. And, something that didn't occur to me until later in the day was how God had been speaking to me throughout the day on it. And one was, that little old lady I told you about yesterday that I got to pray for, the one who'd gotten in a wreck. Whenever I told her that I was a Christian, after she had shared with me that she was a nun at the hospital, she said, "Well, you've been a good Christian today." And I just, took it for what it was. I was like, "Oh, thank you. Appreciate that," and kind of moved on from it. And to be honest, historically, that kind of comment, I kind of would just like sit at the wayside. Like they're well-meaning, but like theologically, I would have had a hard time with it, because scriptures like Jesus saying, there's no one good but God. Whenever I don't remember for who it was. I think maybe a scribe had gone up to him, called him a good teacher. Maybe it was the rich young ruler. Maybe it was both. I forget. Somebody help me with that. So he said they called him good teacher. He said no one's good but God. So whenever someone refers to someone as a good person or me, there's always a part of me that's like, are we though? And so, anyways, moving on. Later on in the evening, one of my partners with Thrive, at Thrive, I work with all of our major donors who want to give of themselves sacrificially to see babies saved and parents empowered. Great joy of mine. And I get to know some spiritual giants. That's a whole other subject. But last night, one of my partners texted me, and he said something along the lines of just saying like, "Levi, I want you to know that you're just a good person." And I'm just like, wow, okay, I'm really honored that he would choose to say that. And then, I'm spending some time just kind of winding down at the end of the day, and it occurs to me, I had prayed that morning, working through some of these old past struggles, and that God had spoke. That God had spoken to me, and I'd even gotten a chance later on in the day to connect with a friend and pray with him through it too. And what's the chances that two different people decided to share something exactly like that, that good comment? And I prayed to the Lord about it because I'm like, God, is this biblical? Should I receive this like that? And because what Jesus said. And literally as soon as I prayed, and God is like this, he'll do it if you just ask him the question. And Pastor Joe at Twin Rivers, he actually talked about this past Sunday, that when God is laying something on you, like come to him with a question about it. And watch him speak, and he will. And I asked him the question, like, "Lord, is this okay?" And he reminded me of the scripture, just plain and simple, like, the fruit of the Spirit. What is that? Galatians 5. And one of the fruits of the Spirit is goodness. And it's like, I sure hope some people are recognizing goodness in you, in me, if we're following Jesus. And so why why shouldn't we be receptive of that? Obviously, we know that goodness is coming from the Lord. So with that, we're coming up on 5 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. But I feel like that's for someone else today too. God probably just wants to come alongside of you right now. Whatever you're going through, or maybe you're working through, God's still working through some old hurts or hang-ups or whatever it might be. And yet, the goodness of God is still flowing through you as a fruit of His Spirit. And maybe He just wants to affirm that for you today like He did for me. Because what was the chances? Look at God, everybody. Have a good day.